There's something really comforting about a simple, cozy living room. Not the kind that looks staged or perfect all the time, but the kind that makes you want to kick off your shoes, grab a blanket, and stay a while. Cozy doesn't mean cluttered, and simple doesn't mean boring. When those two ideas come together the right way, you end up with a living room that feels calm, welcoming, and actually livable, which is what most of us want anyway. A simple, cozy living room usually starts with how you want the space to feel, not how you want it to look on social media. That's an important distinction. Cozy is about comfort first. It's about warmth, softness, and a sense of ease. Simple is about not overcomplicating things. When you focus on those two ideas, the design decisions become much clearer and honestly a lot less stressful. Color plays a huge role in setting the mood. Simple, cozy living rooms often lean towards soft, neutral tones because they naturally feel calming. Warm whites, creamy beiges, light grays, and soft tops are popular for a reason. They create a peaceful backdrop and make the room feel open without being cold. The key is warmth. Cooler tones can sometimes feel stark, while warmer neutrals instantly make a space feel more inviting. That doesn't mean color has no place here. Subtle color through pillows, throws, artwork, or even a single accent chair can add personality without overwhelming the room. Muted greens, dusty blues, soft terracottas, or gentle blush tones all work beautifully in cozy spaces. The idea is to keep the palette cohesive so nothing feels jarring or busy. Furniture choice matters a lot in a simple, cozy living room. Comfort always comes first. A sofa you actually want to sink into is more important than one that just looks good. Clean lines help keep things feeling simple, but that doesn't mean the furniture has to feel stiff or modern in a cold way. Soft cushions, rounded edges, and textured fabrics balance out those clean shapes. You don't need a lot of furniture to make a living room feel complete. In fact, fewer well-chosen pieces often make the room feel more comfortable and relaxed. A sofa, a chair or two, and a coffee table are often enough. Leaving some open space helps the room breathe and makes it easier to move around without feeling cramped. Textiles are where cozy really shines. This is where you can layer without cluttering. A soft throw blanket draped over the sofa, a few comfortable pillows, and a rug underfoot instantly make the room feel warmer. Mixing textures is more important than mixing colors. Think knits, linen, cotton, wool, and even faux fur in small doses. When everything feels soft to the touch, the room feels cozy without trying too hard. Rugs are especially important in living rooms. They ground the space and add warmth, both visually and physically. In a simple, cozy living room, a rug with a subtle pattern or texture works well. It adds interest without becoming the focal point. A rug that's large enough to fit under the front legs of your seating helps everything feel connected and intentional. Lighting is one of the biggest factors in creating a cozy atmosphere, and it's often overlooked. Overhead lighting alone usually isn't enough. Adding layers of light makes the room feel warmer and more inviting. Table lamps, floor lamps, and even small accent lights create soft pools of light that make evenings feel relaxed instead of harsh. Warm light bulbs make a huge difference. Cool white lighting can make a room feel clinical, while warm lighting instantly softens everything. Candles, whether real or battery-powered, also add that cozy glow that makes a living room feel extra inviting at night. Natural light during the day is just as important. Keeping window treatments simple allows light to flow in and makes the room feel open. Sheer curtains or light filtering shades give privacy without blocking sunlight. Even in smaller spaces, natural light helps keep things feeling airy and comfortable. Decor in a simple, cozy living room should feel personal but not excessive. This isn't the place for filling every surface just because you can. A few meaningful pieces go a long way. Family photos, artwork you actually love, or items collected over time give the room character. When decor tells a story, the space feels warmer and more authentic. Books are a great cozy touch too. A small stack on a coffee table or shelf adds personality and makes the room feel lived in. Plants are another easy way to bring life into the space. Even 1 or 2 plants can soften the room and add a sense of calm. If you don't have a green thumb, low maintenance or fox plants still do the trick. Storage plays a quiet but important role in keeping a living room feeling simple. Clutter is the fastest way to ruin a cozy vibe. Having places to tuck things away makes it easier to keep the room calm and inviting. Coffee tables with storage, baskets, and cabinets help hide everyday items while still keeping them accessible. The layout of the room also affects how cozy it feels. Furniture that's arranged to encourage conversation and relaxation works better than pieces pushed against the walls just to create space. Pulling seating slightly inward makes the room feel more intimate and welcoming, even in larger living rooms. One thing that really defines a cozy living room is how it invites you to slow down. This isn't a space that needs to impress anyone. It's a space that should support your daily life. That might mean having a blanket always within reach, a side table for your coffee, or a lamp positioned perfectly for evening reading. Scent is another subtle element that adds to coziness. A candle, diffuser, or even fresh air from an open window can change how the room feels. Soft, comforting scents make the living room feel like a place you want to spend time in, not just pass through. Simple, cozy living rooms also age well because they're not built around trends. Neutral colors, comfortable furniture, and meaningful decor don't go out of style. This makes the room easier to update over time without starting from scratch. Swapping out pillows, throws, or artwork can refresh the space without changing its core. One of the most important things to remember is that a cozy living room doesn't have to look perfect all the time. A slightly rumpled blanket or a book left on the table actually adds to the charm. Cozy spaces feel lived in, not staged. They reflect real life, and that's what makes them so appealing. At the end of the day, simple, cozy living room ideas are really about intention. It's about choosing comfort over clutter, warmth over trendiness, and personal touches over perfection. When a living room feels calm, welcoming, and easy to be in, it becomes more than just a room. It becomes the place where you relax, connect, and feel at home, which is exactly what a living room should be.